2 years.
Because
we've been here for 2
I know.
years now.
Dang long time.
Dang long time. A lot of things have been done in 2
Yep.
years.
Well, we got lots to do. So we already told everybody we're moving. June 4th is closing.
Yep. And then we out of here. We gone.
It's coming up quick.
It comes up real fast. It's already May. That's crazy. I
Yep.
thought it was January.
Yep. So she wants us to talk about projects.
Yeah, there's been a lot that we've done over
So
the
I
last
made a
2
list
years.
of things that we can organize them by.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll ask you, okay? Which one of the projects we have done was the longest?
The pool.
Yeah, the pool.
Definitely the pool.
Yeah, the basement was pretty long though.
The basement was, I think the basement, I feel the pool was just is a on and off thing that was just always kind of being done, right? So, you know, you took down the trees and then you dug, and so there's a lot of, it was something that was always going on, whereas I feel the basement was something that was much more condensed work, I would feel.
But I think part of that too is that you didn't do as much of the basement.
I did none of the basement.
That's why it was long. It was long. Okay. Which one was the most complicated?
Ooh, which one? I think the pool was also the most complicated.
It was a learning. For me, the complicated one was the solar panels.
Yeah, that
was a huge learning curve on because getting up on the roof and all of that. That took a long time too.
Yeah, learning how the solar system works, being able to put all of it up there, connected, and there was a couple of times it just didn't work, and I had to figure all of that out.
Yeah, I'm still learning about it. There's definitely tricks to getting the most out of it, making it optimal.
If we go, and if you had to redo it, or if we're going to do it again in West Virginia, do you want to do a similar setup? Do you want to run a solar system again? Do you want to?
Well, you say Solar's the inverter, so
okay, yeah.
That's just the name of the inverter. But I don't know. No, it would be different because you learn every time.
Yeah.
Right. So it would be different. First of all, it wouldn't be on the roof.
Yeah.
You want to orient it to the sun much better, and up there we will be able to. So a good thing and a bad thing about going up there is that one, we don't have any trees around the main house.
Right.
But a bad thing about that is we don't have any trees around the main house.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, it'll be different. We won't spend anywhere near as much money because I know a lot more about which parts I need. I don't have to be told and then sold a big package.
Right, you can just pick and choose.
Yeah, I can get the parts. So, which one was the hardest?
I think the hardest one was building the shed out there for the sawmill.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because it was so cold when we did it. So I think it was just, you were so cold the whole time. So you always had to have your gloves. You had to take your gloves off when you're drilling. Your fingers were going numb. And so I think that was just the hardest, just because I always relate to just how my physical body's feeling during that process. And that's why I would assume that one was the hardest for me.
I think the hardest would be the garden. Building the garden when y'all were gone.
Yeah.
That was hard. That was hard because we had to manually shovel. Well, first we had to landscape the whole thing and then build the boxes, and those boards were heavy. And then we had to roll them all with our special hydraulic oil, paint. I mean, oil and hydraulic fluid and diesel oil, and that's nasty. And then put them all together, and of course both Shelly and I got it all over us and everything else. And then we had to level the dirt in the boxes, and then once we got the boxes, we had to go hand shovel and hand load and hand move a lot. 2 truckloads. So truckload is like 8 tons, so that was 16 tons of sand and what else did we use? River sand and sawdust.
Yeah, the mushroom compost, right?
And then after that, we did the mushroom compost. It was a lot of work.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It was hot. So that was probably the hardest for me, I think. Which one was the best learning experience? For you?
I don't know. I think I've learned something from all of them individually.
That's what I was thinking
I think I've been able to take something from all of them. I wouldn't say one of them is a learning experience. I think there's something you can take away from all of the projects that you do, which is, I think, one of the main points of projects and doing things is, one, you challenge yourself to learn something new, and in the process, you ultimately learn something about yourself.
So what's some things you think you've learned in the last couple of years of the stuff we've done? I mean, I remember in the very beginning, remember when we did the electrical outlet, taking the outlet off the backboards?
Yeah.
But most of the stuff you learn just through doing it, not as much as teaching.
I think that's the whole thing, is that you can't get caught up in what you call analysis paralysis. And I think a lot of times we believe that we need to know something before we can do something. But in order to know how to do something, you have to do the thing. And so a lot of the times you get caught up in trying to learn how to do something before actually doing that, but you'll never learn how to do that without experience of it.
Yep.
So it kind of gets you in this catch-22. So really, in order to learn something, you just have to just throw yourself out there. Know that you might fail, you'll probably fail, and then learn from that and be able to just push through and actually get it done. Because a lot of times you'll get caught up in, well, will I do it? I could probably do it wrong, and yeah, you will do it wrong, and then fix it. And then you're like, well, I don't want to do too much, so you just get analysis paralysis.
I think there's like everything else, there's a balance. On one end, there's a crash into something and go full steam ahead and make a bunch of mistakes and fix it as you go. And on the other end of the spectrum is, let's analyze and detail and draw plans but you may never get it done.
Yeah.
Because you're always, I think I'm way over here on this side. I just plow ahead and fix it as I go, and know that I'll get it done, and it may be perfect. It may not be perfect, or it may not even be great, but it's done.
Yeah.
Right. And so if you look at the things that we've gotten done, we've gotten done a lot.
Yeah.
So which one was the most fun?
I think that comes back to the same thing as which ones did you learn the most from. I think all projects have something really fun about them, right? I think there's really fun moments from every project that we've done that was very enjoyable. I don't know if there's one project that really sticks out to me. I think certain parts of the pool was really, really fun to do. I think building the addition to the shed, I had a lot of fun with that, because that was something new for me learning.
Carpentry.
Yeah, carpentry I think was really,
How
really
things
fun.
go together.
Yeah, that I really, really enjoyed. I think anytime we're doing something that doesn't really require my brain, I really enjoy, such as just like cleaning up trees,
Building up the road,
cleaning things like that where I don't have
building
to.
the trail.
Yeah, I can just work and just do things like that, and my mind shuts off. I really enjoy that.
Mine shuts off.
I like that a lot.
That's funny. It's so let's go real quick list of the top 10 projects.
Top 10 projects, okay.
Top 1. Pool. Yeah, I'd agree. Second one.
Chicken coop.
Yeah, the chicken coop was fun.
Yeah.
Because that was like when we first got here.
Yeah, I was like,
oh, I have to admit, my fun one was, for me, probably the most fun I have is running the sawmill. I enjoy that. I enjoy creating the wood and the smell of the sawdust and all that. So for me, the whole sawmill thing over the 2 years was good. So what's another one? What's the next one?
I enjoyed doing stuff with irrigation. I love like the digging the trenches and putting the irrigation in and being able to see the actual process of being able to pull water up and get that whole system working was really cool.
How it works.
Yeah, that was a really cool
It's not
experience.
rocket science.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Water science.
Yeah, and I forgot about the driveway, because the driveway was a lot of work.
That was a lot of work.
We did it as we went, but that was a lot of work. Took down a lot of trees, and it's cool. It's just like all this stuff is kind of cool because we get to use it every day. Come up that driveway every day. We go by the pool every day. We see the sprinklers come on every day. We use the solar every day. What's another one? The garden, of course, we see all the time. The chicken coop we see. So it's awesome we walk back in the 70 acres and walk down the road every day. So I think it's pretty cool to be able to look back on these things and hopefully the editor will pull out some video and stick it in here and show what a great job we've done.
Yeah, I've also really enjoyed, I don't know if it's something that's a ever ongoing project and not just to start and finish, but just all of the planting and all of the greenery throughout the time of planting the wildflowers and the peach trees and the grass, and just being able to see everything come up and have it come back year after year is really, really cool.
You know, the other fun thing about that for me was that as we cleaned up the flower beds, everything we unearthed.
Yep.
We found like the brick path down there, the stone pathways that they had put in, all of the ornamental plants that they had put in, like the native plants that they came in, and as we cleaned everything up.
That are just coming back
Yeah.
the second year. First year we didn't get them because we had to cut everything back really hard, and they're just now coming back. Next year, the year after that, it'd be glorious. But we won't see it. We're going to be starting something new, waiting for 4 years before we see that.
Yep.
But that's how she goes. So yeah, so we appreciate you guys a lot, and we hope that you'll tell somebody about it and see it, and we hope you enjoy this video.
Thank you.